morning, everyone. How are you all this morning? As they say, long time no see. Uh, Today is our 46th Sunday together. So I think that says a lot, don't you? Anyway, today's November 19th, and next Thursday, this coming Thursday, 4 days from now, here in America, we celebrate Thanksgiving. And so I want to wish everyone here and abroad, if you're in Hawaii or you're in anywhere, if you're anywhere that you celebrate Thanksgiving. My friend John, whose sister lives next door, he lives in England near London, and a little further to the east, I believe. And he's hosting 5 of his neighbors for a first Thanksgiving dinner. So he's been asking me all different things on, how can I make sweet potatoes that aren't fattening, and how can I do this and that. So he had to bring cans with him on his last visit and get them through customs. So anyway, but happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates. But today we are celebrating diverting 1,000 pounds. This was the challenge, and this was my goal, which I actually got to August 1st, was 1,000 pounds. So I'm much over that. I've knocked somebody else off my list of people who guessed the weight that I would get to, but we'll get to that in a minute. I wanted to just quickly review all the different things that you can use in your 1,000 pound challenge or 500 pound challenge or 1 pound a day, whatever you can come up with that helps to save us from being buried in our own trash would just be a great Christmas present for me. If you told me that this was what you were doing for me, I would be very happy. So just to go over it, any of the things that you can save, any of your cardboard. Sometimes the kids get disinterested in what they're eating for breakfast, and mom says, oh, that's probably stale, let's throw it out. If you're raising worms, the worms will eat it. If you're making a compost pile, the compost pile will eat it. You can create a compost ditch where you save your fresh fruits and vegetables, any of the things that you would do in a compost pile. Dig a trench in front of your plants that you're trying to nourish, and plant your things, and then cover them with soil, of course. They will break down, and not that you'll have your own little landfill, but because you're not adding all the different things that aren't going to break down, like the plastics or metals or what have you, it'll break down for you. Some of the things we've covered along the way. If you have any cardboard, Christmas is coming, and I know we're going to be all using wrapping paper. So the rolls break down. Your shredded cardboard and your shredded newspapers. If you're a wine drinker and it comes with a cork comes from a cork tree. If it comes from a tree, it will biodegrade. If you have kids or yourself and you have popsicles or any kind of sticks, they will go in the soil. They will degrade. We've kind of quit cutting our grass on a weekly basis. Now we were every other week, and now we're really almost to maybe a month, or just kind of trimming and keeping things green, manicured looking, because I live in a development. You can't let it go. So our grass clippings have gone way down, but my tree is losing its leaves, so I'm collecting leaves. My eggshells, I pulverize those because it gives more surface to each particle, and so it breaks down faster in my worm bin, in my compost, in my soil. My husband and I eat fresh fruit every day, and so we end up with about 2.5 pounds of banana peels, uh, broccoli bottoms, skins, what have you, uh, sweet potato peels, all the different things that could go back into a compost pile. Now, if I get too heavy in that, then I'll dehydrate it, and I will make the dehydrated portions. By the way, if you ever have a dehydrator and you dehydrate fruit tops, um, certain leaves, like I have cranberry leaves and cranberry hibiscus leaves, the fragrance on your fruit, the fragrance, especially strawberry tops, oh my word, you could fragrance a room. Just, take the lid off and it just comes up at you. And I'm raising worms, so to me, I want to raise healthy worms. I want to give them the biodiversity that you would give yourself. You don't just eat one thing all day. So adding all these just extra things. Things that I don't cover in weight, but we rinse our rice now and we save that water. We save the liquids out of the cans of any of the vegetables that are low salt or no salt. And I give that to either to the worms as part of their liquid, or I give it to my favorite plants. And what a wonderful way to add all the extra nutrients back to the soil. Our soil is becoming so depleted that I walk by other people's homes and I can see that they have stacks of bags by their by their back door or by their garage door, and I think, wow, you're buying the soil that you could be making yourself by just not throwing it out at the curb. So anyway, enough preaching. One other thing I thought of is occasionally in Florida, you'll open something and it has bugs in it. It might just be little ants, but most people will go, "Oh, I'm not eating that. Oh, I'm not using that." But if you put it through your NutriBullet or put it through your blender or and just pulverize it, it would certainly kill the ants. I think that we eat more bugs than we ever realize. But if you are squeamish about it, whenever your worms are on the sidelines going, feed it to us, feed it to us. So, all right, enough preaching. Back to business. This week, I was able to, with my leaves, because I have a Drake elm tree, and it is dropping. And we had rain and heavy winds, and it just, they dropped and they fell. So I was able to go out and get 10 pounds one day and 20. Am I reading that? No, I guess. And Rick, that was it. 10 pounds one day and it was 2 pounds the next. But that day Rick was putting up lights, so he had to trim all of the shrubs. We used to throw that away. We used to put that out on our Wednesdays. Instead, he ran it over with our mower, took it out, ran it over with the mower again. It breaks it down to almost like a mash. And that was 20 pounds. I thought, wow, are we throwing away 20 pounds every time we trim all this stuff? So anyway, long story short, it came out to 43 pounds, 8.9 ounces. Not bad for not having Brian with his grass. So, we did have 1,696 pounds and change, adding the 40 pounds to it, 43 pounds, 8 ounces to it. it came out to 1,740 pounds, 5.3 ounces. Yay! And we have 6 weeks to go. So let's see who we knocked off the list this week. We had already knocked off Joe, Jason, and sorry. So Clive's Conundrum. Joanie was the one who got knocked off this week. And of course we already got White Davy and Gardening with Bar Chucking. So we only have four entries left. Sandra said 1,800. Jane at Rockin' Worms. Sandra at Nana's Worms and Garden. Excellent channel. Jane at Rockin' Worms, also excellent, was 1,835. Gary at GBL, the 5-acre the old church 5-acre homestead, he said 1,870. And Nick, you're way out in the lead. He guessed 2,000. That's pie in the sky. So, but you never know. You never know. That tree might lose more leaves. So that was it. We're done for the week. This was 46. I hope you guys have a great week. Have a great Thanksgiving. Remember, decorate your house. I am, and I hope to be finished enough that I can show you how it actually looks in the whole. And also, I started a new little thing. I made a very simple little bow, and I'm going to show you some decorating tips further on in the week. Take care, everybody. Remember, garden what you've got, and I hope to see you back real soon. Bye-bye.